The World in 2017, Planet Trump. This is the new magazine cover for The Economist. And oh my goodness, it's insane. First of all, I believe we're beginning to figure out who created I Pet Goat 2. Because if you look, there's certain similarities that we can find within these Economist tarot cards. I mean, I don't know what else to call it because that's what it looks like. But this is crazy. These are, like almost mimics of scenes from I Pet Goat 2. Like this one here. Let me, I just took some screenshots from I Pet Goat 2 from on YouTube. If you have a look at this, hang on one sec. There you go. This is the church. That's the almost like same building. It's kind of crazy. If you keep going, hang on. There's the nuclear right there. And if you go, where's the one with the death? Ah, here he is. This one, look, right there. And then if you do this one over here, the hermit, it's pretty close. I mean, they're in a valley, and of course there's a war, and there's somebody standing there. That's right, of course, before this guy comes out. But, this is just kind of weird, ladies and gentlemen. It's really strange. Now, obviously, I could go into a whole breakdown and spend days on figuring out what in the world these cards mean. And I probably will do that. But what I want to see is I want to see how much you guys can find on this. Because this is huge. This is epic. This is what the quote-unquote predictionists are claiming that's going to take place in 2017. Look at the tower. A divided church, because that's a cross right there. And then, of course, you've got one versus the other. Interesting. You've got judgment with Trump on top of it. You've got the world. You've got the hermit. We've covered Hermes and so on and so forth and what it actually means. So make sure you've checked out that. Death? Really? A nuclear war? Red Dawn? Really? Those appear to be locusts right there. The magician? 3D? Wonder what that's supposed to mean. The Wheel of Fortune. Oh, really? And the star. Ooh, man, this is apocalyptic. This is very, very, very strange. Now, of course, there's something I want to point out here. The pyramid. Is that the anonymous mask? Is that what that's supposed to be? All I'm doing is saying. That's all I'm doing is saying it. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. After further thought, that actually is the Illuminati mask. I apologize if I've gotten that wrong. It just looks it looks very similar. Now, that said, Emma and I took about 2 to 3 minutes, and we did some research on this. And, of course, we included the name Trump into it. And listen, if you're a Trump supporter, please don't unsubscribe because I'm telling you the truth, because there's something strange that's going on. Maybe you've heard this before. The Trump card. I want to show you the origins of that Trump card. This is a book called The Serpent of Wisdom. The Order of the Tarot Trumps. Now, probably you just tilted like what in the world did you just say? Okay, so we're going to start on page 171. This is the Trump sequence of Golden Dawn, and it's by the Order of the Golden Dawn. It's an occult society. The Order of the Golden Dawn Society is a similarity, or we could easily liken it to that of Aleister Crowley and Eliphas Levi. These are occultists, and just stick with me, please. Just hang on. Hold on. 171, we're going to look at the Trump cards, or the Order Trump sequence cards, the golden cards. Fool, Magician, High Priestess, Empress, Emperor, Hierophant. Well, that almost sounds like Heliophant, which is what I Pet Goat was made by. Lovers, Chariot, Fortitude, Hermit, Wheel of Fortune, Justice, Hanged Man. Now, whoa. We got to hold the phone here. Because guess what? I'm pretty positive that I just read Death, the Magician, Wheel of Fortune, and I think I read the Hermit, didn't I? No, that's the next list. Hermit. Yeah, I did. Hermit. Interesting. Where in the world are they picking these cards from? This is very strange. Now, to those of you guys who have not read parts of this book and studied the occult, here is the sequence of trumps used by the Golden Dawn, along with the Kabbalistic associations from Sefer. The names of some of the trumps were updated by Mathers, based primarily on suggestions in the writings of Court de Gebelin and Eliphas Levi. This is the first sequence of strangeness. Death, we're going to continue now. Death, temperance, devil, blasted tower. What? Blasted tower? Okay. The star, the moon, the sun, judgment. Judgment. Universe. Now, okay, you guys can, I'll leave all these links on our website, freedomfightertimes.com/news, where you can see all of our other reports as well. But we're going to skip pages here because we're going to Crowley's list now. Crowley is on 178. Sorry, I've written all these down so I can find it. Hold on. This is the Trump sequence of Aleister Crowley. What I want to tell you really quickly before we get into this one. For those of you who don't know what's actually taking place around the world, under Obama and under the liberal era, and as CNN just declared, the liberal era is over. Let me liken this to you to spiritual sort of terms. We've just left the Luciferian era, and we're heading to the complete satanic one. They constantly go back and forth. It's two evils, but they're owned by the same master, which is Satan. Which is why a lot of us are being so fooled. That's all I'm saying about that. But anyways, back to the serpent of wisdom, if you want to call it that. Serpent sure as hell is not wise. Okay. Fool, magus, priestess, empress, emperor, hierophant, lover's chariot, adjustment, hermit, the hermit, fortune, lust, hanged man, death, art, devil, tower, the star, the moon, the sun, judgment, universe, and of course the star right there. Now this is what I've found. I want to know what you guys find on this. Now last year they did another crazy one like this, but this is extremely occultic. Now of course the magician, I believe there was one with the magician or magic or something of that nature in this demonic list. Let's put it that way. Of course, I want to warn you, please be careful. Because the occult is very tricky. It's extremely tricky. As I said just a few minutes ago, we are dealing with two evils. Really, it's the same evil. But you have to understand and identify the two faces of it. The Luciferian, the light and the love and the crap and the age of deceit and new age, blah, blah, blah. And the Satanist. The satanic, black, magic, darkness sort of era. There's two faces to the same serpent, to the same dragon, to the same devil. This is what we're going through. We're dealing with this shift right now. And a lot of people don't realize that. It's not, I mean, you can say whatever you want to say about Donald Trump, but it's ongoing around the world. It's much bigger than Trump. There's a foundational shift going on right now. And if you don't wake up and recognize it, you need to recognize it. Let's put it that way. Deception comes in many forms. This, to me, this list here, these 8 cards, have something to do with occultic tarot cards. The very fact that I've just found this here, these lists, and some of the cards are named there. This is the Serpent of Wisdom and other essays on Western occultism by Donald Tyson. So that said, I want to know what you guys think about this. I want to know what you guys can find on each and every single one of these 8 tarot cards. 8 Economist tarot cards, if you want to call them that, or the serpent cards. Serpent cards, I like that. We'll call them serpent cards. But with that, I want to again warn you to the deception. So please, seek Jesus Christ. The way, the truth, and the life. That's all I've got for you. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And of course, First and foremost, if you want more information, please join our unlimited section of our website, freedomfightertimes.com/info, for more info on that. $3 a month. You can support us and keep us going because, as you guys have seen, the attacks are coming from every angle. Number 2, if you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please make sure you click the little bell next to the subscribe. That way we can notify you of the latest posts, the latest things that are going on around the world, so you can stay up to date first. That's all the information I've got for you. God bless and carry on.
As soon as I leave the house, you wanna page me. See, you got me trapped and going crazy, this is slavery. You act like it's a race, just give me space, it won't get better. And maybe we won't argue and be through with all these sorry letters. Soon as I come home, it's like I get the 3rd degree. Where you been and who you with, I get no room to breathe. It makes me wanna leave. I'm sick of these chicks up your sleeve. You're suspicious, I deceive. Give me grief without relief. But to me, if you really trust me, then it's pitiful. Question me about my whereabouts, that's so trivial. Let me live my life and you can live yours. Just be there to help me and support is what you're here for. Not to give me stress and that depressor. Home is where I go, the rest I go to pass the test. I'm sorry if I left you all alone, but I couldn't make it home, so we argue on the phone. Don't you trust me? Calling up my house, then hang it up. You think that makes sense? Tell me what it takes for us so we can be friends. It's time for us to take our separate paths. We had a lot of laughs, but the good things come to pass. Let's make it an even break, don't make it scandalous. Trying to be a true and dirty, sure that we can handle this. You're saying I'm too busy, I ignore you. I guess you didn't hear me when I said that I cared for you. But now it seems the arguments are nightly. I wanna hold you tightly, but instead you wanna fight me. So why let it stress and aggravate me? Instead I rap a break, hope you don't hate me. You tell me that you love me, but you're lying. Fighting back the urge to start crying. I wipe away the tears, come and hug me. I love you like you love me, girl. But don't you trust me?
I get so emotional, baby.
Don't you trust me?
Every time I think of you.
Don't you trust me, girl?
I get so emotional, baby. It's something
But don't you trust me?
I get so emotional, baby.
Don't you trust me?
Every time I think of you.
Don't you trust me, girl?
I get so emotional, baby. It's
I hang up the phone. I can't bear to hear you yelling at me. Maybe we should end it, neither one of us are happy. You know that I'm emotional, you milk me. Coming over crying just to get me feeling guilty. You and me were meant to be, and yet you always wanna sweat. How much closer can we get? Don't fret, just let me pack my things and I'll be out. This time I'm breaking out, you let your mouth overcrowd me. I can't take the beefing and the griefing. I get your room to sleep, I hope the seats is cause I'm leaving. Maybe next time you'll be a little more sure, and I can hear you more when you mature. But baby, until then I gotta leave you. It's not that I don't And I hope you understand why I bust with it. Not because we bust. Hell nah. Don't you trust me?